Hi boys and girls, and welcome to the Top Beer Crew Prediction League 2023-24 post pre-season video.
Hey guys.
This is now the 11th year that we're running this, with the second year with the new format that we're using with all the individual leagues themselves. Hence the reason why again we couldn't get the video before the actual start of the season, so apologies for that, but we'll try and make it up for you today. There's a few thank yous to shout out today. First of all, it's all the new players that have come in to make this extra fifth league as well and fill up some of the gaps in the league too as well. Massive thank you for that, and hopefully you'll enjoy this season and hopefully continue in the future as well. We've got loads of people and a fair few who have been with us for 11 years, so again, thank you for that guys. I really appreciate your support on that one. We love doing it and hopefully you enjoy playing this as well. Next up as well, we're going to look at the thank you to the Finmore Rec in their studio, and especially Adam, the general manager, for allowing us to use this facility today as well. Thank you, Adam, for that. Also, another little thanks as well is to the backroom staff. Obviously, you get to see our ugly mugs quite a few times, but you never hear about the other two people who work hard in the background. First one is Kev's dad, Big Bry, who's our quality assurance. He makes sure that all the scores that you see on there and all the predictions themselves are correct as well. Things happen, there's a massive spreadsheet. We're going to have issues this season, I can guarantee it happens every year as well. But Bry's there to catch up any of the bugs, any little gremlins in the works, to make sure that what you'll get on the screen is exactly true as well. There is no changing the rules, plugger, okay? I'll let you know this now, okay? It's all on the website. Also, thank you as well to Smell, Kev's wife Mel, who does all the money side of it. She gets all the money in there, and also on the page you out as well. Works hard in the background to make sure everything is down to the penny on there as well. Great little treasure. So thank you guys for that as well. We never thank you ever on camera, so I think it's about time we did as well for your hard work.
Well, it's been 11 years.
I'm going to do it another 11 years later as well. Thanks guys for that. So a little explanation for all the newbies who have joined us this season, or those that need a recap. This is all based around the Sky Super 6, where you have 6 predictions and a golden goal. The golden goal Kev will explain shortly. When Kev sends a text out to you, all you need to do is copy, reply back and add in your predictions for those 6 games. For each game where you get the exact score correctly, you will get 10 points. If you get the correct result but not the correct score, you'll get 3 points. And if, for example, you go 3-2 and it ends up being 0-2, because you've got the two exactly the same but nothing the result, we'll give you a point for that. We also give you a 5 points for the golden goal, which again Kev will explain shortly about that. The whole season is grouped into 60 individual rounds running from August to May. On your screen now is the full schedule of all the 60 rounds, covering all the Champions League games and both the Cup games. These 60 rounds are broken into 15 lots of 4 rounds. Each of these 4 rounds we call a month. Now please don't write in saying that there's 6 games this month. We don't look at calendar months, just four of our rounds is considered a month. And over these 15 months that we have here, there is a prize for the highest score achieved with these 4 rounds over these 15 months. On your screen now is last season's highest monthly score table, or as we call now the manager of the month. As you can see on there, I've got to put it on the screen there as well because Kev won it. And now to discuss the placements and prizes over this season, I'm going to hand you over to Kev.
Okay then guys, we have 5 leagues in operation. They will be run exactly the same as the football leagues that you see on a Saturday. Each league has 15 players playing in each one, and we will be looking at the top 2 for the prizes. Okay, they're the cash prizes. Then you'll have your playoffs, not in the Premier League, but in Championship, League 1, League 2 and the National. You will have the next 4 places down will give you a playoff opportunity. There is no prize fund for that. However, they are played as a playoff, and whoever wins that gets the opportunity of going up to the next league the following season. And there is, if you have a look at our prize board, which you'll find on our website, each league will have a different prize structure. It goes up by about £20–30 for every time you go up, but there's still a decent prize to be won even in the National League itself.
More than what you paid for.
Yes. Now, if you're going up, there's got to be somebody going down as well, okay? So there are relegation spots, and there's bottom 3 in each division, apart from the National, unless we get more people turn up next year and we start going for a National South and a National North. But my workload is quite heavy enough as it is at the moment, so I'm happy with the 5. But relegation zones are down there, like, you know, and Unfortunately, a couple of people that have been in this for quite a long time have actually found themselves on the receiving end of a relegation last season.
Not me.
You will.
I love this. I'm in the zone.
You are in the zone at the moment. So the highest monthly score that we was talking about, we are now naming that Manager of the Month. It sounds a lot better, and that's something I actually won on my CV because I won it last year.
That's the really white change.
But Manager of the Month sounds a lot better on that. What we're changing this year, guys, is the golden goal. We've always taken it from Sky. This season, we're going to be taking it from flash scores because that's what I'm using and that's what Tony's using. We're all using flash scores. So whatever flash scores say the golden goal is, that is what we're going with. Don't care what the BBC or Sky or anybody else says. Whatever's on flash scores is what we're going to be using. Okay, so no arguments on that. We've got the cup competitions. We've got the Goblet of Rock Cup. We've got the TBC Cup. And we've also got the Champions League. And they are run exactly the same as any cup that you'll see in the Football League across the season, where you have the preliminaries, the first round, the second round, and so on and so forth, until we get down to a final two. And there's also a third place playoff, just in case one of those don't return next season, and we need to use those in the Champions League for next season. Rules can be found online for that one as well. And then we've got the Darren Campbell Community Shield. This was renamed last season after the death of a vintage player from the Super 6, as well as an ale drinker. We thought it was a great way of honouring his name. So we called it the Darren Campbell Community Shield. This season it was played by Myers Misfits and Worley Athletic. So this season it was played by a winner of the Premier League and the winner of the TBC Cup, which was Myers Misfits and Worley Athletic. And it was the lowest scoring game we have seen to date, with Myers Misfits actually winning with 9 points. He only gets a tenner for that one. Okay, it's just a bit of a token prize for two people, but dearie me, we need to raise the standards on that one if we can. That's it, mate.
What we're going to do, we're going to go off camera now ourselves as well. We'll come back shortly as well to start off with the Champions League, which this year now has 16 players, and I'll go through how people made it into that one shortly as well. So guys, we'll see you shortly. Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome back, guys, and now we're going to do the Champions League draw for 2023/2024, which now has a massive 16 players this season. These are people who've made up from winning something from last season. Well, first off though, a massive shout out to Ian Carr for sending a few quid from our way from last year as well, basically to top up our beer as well. So Ian, massive thanks for that.
Cheers, mate. Expensive.
Were worth it. As mentioned, there are actually 16 players now, which are broken into two pots. So pot one contains all the winners from certain things last year as well, which I'll cover shortly. And pot two are runners up and also the golden goal. So on your screen now is pot one, which involves the Champions League winner Myers Misfits, the TBC FA Cup winner Worley Athletic, the Goblet of Rock League Cup winner Barrel Aged, the highest monthly score, our very own Red Dead Kev. The Premiership first place won by Jonah FC. Now this person is in, he was second in the actual Champions League itself, but if you look on there, our rules on the web page as well, it does mention the fact that there's a certain hierarchy. This comes in first. So he's in there, and because the first four places are already taken up from the Premiership, he's actually in fifth place, but he gets in by default this way. The Championship first place was us, the Tap Bear crew are in there, we've actually won something. The League One first place was Big Al's Army, also the Women's World Cup winner. And the League Two first place winner, Ian Carr, his team for fuck's sake. And on your screen now is the pot 2 candidates. Is the TBC runner-up, the Black Knights, the Goblet of Rock runner-up, White House Weirdos. We have 2 golden goal winners, which are Brew York City and Bruton Boys. They're both called the same, but they get in by default. The Premiership, the second place, is Dukla Prague Away Kit. The Championship second place, RB Penkridge. League 1 second place, The Swig. And League 2 second place, Porn Stars FC. So we'll start off with the pot 1, the 8 players in pot 1. And what they'll do, as we'll pick these will go in order. Group A, B, C and D, and then the second lot, Group A, B, C and D as well. So, Kevin, you want to put your balls in your bowl?
Let me fill my sack. There we go.
I'm trying to carry on moving this. A little stir for me, mate.
There you go, fella.
This is the first player then, or first team that are going into Group A. Good old Roger, old barrel aged. And this is the first one now for Group B.
Red Dead FC.
This is the first for Group C. Oh, the World Cup winner himself, Big Al. This is the first for Group D.
Myers Misfits.
This is the second player now going into Group A. And this is Jonah FC. The second player for Group B.
For fuck's sake.
And the second player for Group C. The old community shield himself, Wally Athletic.
I've got a feeling I know who this is. It is.
It is us.
The Top Beer crew themselves.
So the first 2 are now into each of the groups on there as well. On your screen now are the 4 groups, each now with the 2 pot 1 players filling the gaps. Next will be the pot 2. Good.
You got that?
Our third player then for the Group A. Here's the White House Weirdos. And the third player now going to Group B.
Porn Stars FC.
Okay. So the third team to go into Group C is Bruton Boys. And this is the third player now for Group D.
Dukla Prague Away Kit.
And the final team going into Group A. Oh, the mystery one. The Swig. Ooh. Doesn't like being beat. This is the final team going into Group B.
That's an oldie. RB Penkridge.
And the final team for Group C is Brew York City.
And the final one, you guys.
And the last team in Group D
Is the Black Knight. Quite an achievement since they only started last season.
Absolutely, yeah. So on your screen now are the 4 fully completed groups, each with their own 4 teams in there as well. The Champions League is slightly different to the main league in how the points are scored. The predictions are still the same, and you'll see there are certain groups where the Champions League are played. You do your normal prediction as you would then. However, for those in the Champions League, it's slightly different. Instead of just using the scores you have there to go into league, we actually get wins, draws and losses. So you'll play each other on a home and away basis, so there are going to be 6 stages for each of the teams in the groups. If you win your game, you'll receive 3 points. If you draw a game, a point, and obviously if you lose it, absolutely diddly squat. On your screen now are the fixtures for each of the 6 rounds of the group stages for the Champions League. The top 2 from each group will progress to the knockout round. It's been devised in such a way that the 2 people who are leaving a group will not see each other again, if at all possible, until the final game itself on there as well. So to all the 16 teams taking part in this season's Champions League, we wish you all the best, especially because I've got a team in there. How many you got in there, Kev?
Well, I'm joining you. I've got my own. Got another one.
This is why Plugger thinks he's fixed. Yeah, Kev's got 3 in there. But anyway, yeah, guys, all the best for this season's Champions League. Have fun.
Good luck, guys.
Cheers.
Good luck to me.